The world you know is governed by limits, by the friction of logistics, and the persistent weight of the word no. But there is a parallel reality, a silent architecture of convenience where the impossible is simply a request yet to be made. Imagine a life where the seasons bend to your itinerary, where a forgotten heirloom is transported across oceans in hours, and where the most elusive experiences on Earth are curated before you even realize you desire them. This is not the luxury of gold and marble, but the luxury of total seamlessness. It is the realm of the invisible hand, a ghost-like network of professionals who operate in the shadows to ensure that for a select few, the sun never sets and the champagne never stops flowing. Welcome to the hidden infrastructure of the ultra-high net worth, where we pull back the curtain on the services you didn't even know existed. 1. The silent guardians of time. Time is the only currency the billionaire cannot print, and yet, there are those who have mastered the art of stretching it. We begin in the discreet offices of global lifestyle management firms, entities that far surpass the capabilities of a standard concierge. These are the architects of existence, individuals who manage the minute-by-minute reality of the world's most powerful families. They do not just book tables at Michelin-starred restaurants. They own the relationship with the chef to ensure the restaurant opens on its day off. When a client mentions a passing interest in a specific vintage of Bordeaux, these guardians procure the entire cellar before the sun rises. They are the masters of the preemptive strike, anticipating needs before they are articulated. In this world, the phrase sold out is a linguistic impossibility. Whether it is securing a front row seat at a closed-door fashion show in Milan or arranging a private audience with a head of state, these practitioners of the impossible turn the global landscape into a private playground. Their service is the ultimate camouflage, allowing the elite to move through a chaotic world as if it were a perfectly choreographed ballet. 2. The curators of the impossible journey. Travel for the average person is an exercise in endurance, but for the inhabitant of the high-end niche, it is a transition between sanctuaries. Beyond the private jet and the superyacht lies a service known as the travel imaginer. These are not travel agents. They are cinematographers of reality. If you wish to dine on a glacier in Iceland with a world-renowned cellist performing for an audience of 2, they make it happen. They coordinate the logistics of flying in specialized heating equipment, 5-star catering, and a Steinway piano by heavy lift helicopter. They are the ones who can arrange for a private viewing of the Sistine Chapel at midnight, away from the sweltering crowds, where the only sound is the echo of your own footsteps against the ancient stone. Every touch point is scrubbed of friction. Your favorite linens from your London townhouse appear in your villa in St. Bart's. Your preferred scent is diffused through the air of a remote safari lodge before you arrive. This level of service treats the entire planet as a bespoke interior design project, ensuring that no matter how far you roam, you never truly leave the comfort of your own standards. 3. The ghostwriters of legacy. In the upper echelons of society, one does not simply live. One builds a monument of history. This has given rise to a highly specialized and secretive service, the legacy architect. These are historians, biographers, and archivists who work for years to document and shape the narrative of a family's impact on the world. They don't just write books. They curate private museums within estates, digitizing centuries of correspondence and restoring forgotten ancestral portraits. They ensure that the values, the triumphs, and even the carefully filtered struggles of a dynasty are preserved in leather-bound volumes that will never see a public bookshelf. These artisans of memory understand that true power is not just about what you own today, but how you are remembered tomorrow. They craft the mythos of the billionaire, turning a lifetime of deals and acquisitions into a legendary saga of vision and leadership. It is a service dedicated to the ego's desire for immortality, providing the peace of mind that once the physical wealth is passed down, the story of how it was forged remains untarnished and eternal. 4. The sentinels of the digital shadow. As the world migrates into the digital ether, the threats to the ultra-wealthy have evolved from physical kidnappings to the assassination of reputation and the theft of digital identity. Enter the digital praetorians. This service goes far beyond standard cybersecurity. It is a proactive, aggressive erasure of a client's digital footprint. For a substantial monthly retainer, these experts scrub the internet of any unsanctioned mentions, tracking down paparazzi photos before they can go viral and burying unfavorable news cycles under mountains of curated, positive content. They monitor the dark web for mentions of the family name and deploy sophisticated encryption that makes the client virtually invisible to the prying eyes of the public. They are the reason you know so much about some billionaires and absolutely nothing about others. In an era where privacy is the rarest of all luxuries, these digital shadows ensure that the walls of the estate extend into the fiber optic cables of the global network. They provide the luxury of being forgotten, allowing the elite to operate in a cone of silence that is impenetrable to the curiosity of the masses. 5. The artisans of the personal sanctuary. The home of a billionaire is not merely a residence. It is a living, breathing organism that requires a staff of specialists whose roles border on the obscure. Within these walls, you will find the professional closet curator, who doesn't just organize clothes but catalogs every garment in a digital database, rotating wardrobes seasonally and ensuring that every thread is maintained in a climate-controlled environment. There are art physicians who live on site or visit weekly to check the humidity levels around a Rothko or the structural integrity of a Ming vase. Perhaps most elusive is the domestic biologist, a specialist tasked with ensuring the air, water, and soil within the estate are of a purity level that exceeds any natural environment. They install medical-grade filtration systems that strip the air of every pollutant, creating a literal bubble of health and longevity. These services transform the home into a high-tech fortress of wellness, where every sense is pampered by a team of experts whose only goal is the physical and mental optimization of the inhabitants. 6. The diplomats of the social calendar. Navigation of the global social season is a minefield of etiquette and unspoken rules, requiring the guidance of a social strategist. This service is essential for the new money, looking to integrate into old world circles. These strategists act as sophisticated filters, determining which charity galas are essential for prestige and which are mere social static. They handle the delicate art of the guest list, ensuring that their client is seated next to the right philanthropist or the most influential venture capitalist. They provide dossiers on every guest at a dinner party, including their recent business successes, family tragedies, and political leanings, so the client never misses a beat in conversation. This is the engineering of influence. It is the service of turning a bank account into social capital, ensuring that when the client enters a room, they do so with the confidence of someone who has belonged there for generations. It is the invisible polish that turns a tycoon into a titan of society. The true mark of a life well lived at the summit is not the noise of the purchase, but the silence of the service. These hidden industries exist to ensure that the world bends to the will of the few, removing every obstacle until only the experience remains. It is a testament to the heights of human ingenuity and the endless pursuit of perfection. If you found this glimpse into the invisible world of the elite fascinating, perhaps it's time you joined our inner circle. Here at Lexure, we explore the heights of human achievement and the beauty of the ultra-high-end lifestyle. If you enjoyed this journey, please like the video and subscribe to our channel to stay updated on our latest explorations into the world of opulence. We appreciate your time and your pursuit of excellence. Thanks for watching. Join us in our next video, where we dive deep into the world of the most expensive private islands and the secret retreats of the global elite.